My name is Jessica and I'm back again with another video. I have another activity I'd like to share with you. This one is a sensory activity that also involves various developmental skills within it. This one I notice can do language and sensory, social, and cognitive skills as well. So what I did here was I just ended up, my sensory bin that I got, I just bought it from the store. It's like an empty Rubbermaid type bin. It came with a lid. So what I did was I went to the dollar store and I bought a bunch of different straws of different colors and I cut them up. So this one is, I like to call the I Spy sensory bin. And I made this one a Christmas one. So if you come and look up in here, can I see that for 1 second? So in the bin I have a bunch of different things. So I have straws and I have bells, I have red Christmas balls, I have lids, I have bows, I have cookie cutters. Okay, that's good, thank you. Cookie cutters of different colors and different shapes as well. So what I ended up doing with this activity is when we went through this one, I know there's some debate about these right now, but the children that I have in my care are highly supervised, and nobody's been chewing on these or putting these in their mouth. So whether or not you'd like to use these or different magnetic devices, that's completely up to you. So what we ended up doing was talking about a bit of science and how magnets work. So we ended up dragging this through the bin and seeing what we could pick up with our magnets. So we noticed the bell stuff and then also the lids and the tin lids as well. A lot of the kids were also going through and they were talking about the colors of the straws, how we have red and purple and pink. And they were counting them too as they were putting them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We also have different bows of different colors. We have green and red. And they were taking bows and they kept saying bow, bow, and ball. We also have red balls that were sparkly and very interesting for them as well. And then we also were talking about the cookie cutters and their shapes, how we have a star and a bell and a snowman. So the kids really enjoyed this one and it kept them involved for quite some time because there was so much for them to look at and so much for them to do and so much for us to talk about. Another child actually, we ended up making a Santa Claus earlier, and we added a nose and a hat and eyes and a face, and he ended up putting one together and he was being very particular about where he was placing everything. And I said, "What are you making?" And he said, "A face." And I realized with the triangle and the square, he was trying to recreate the Santa Claus that we made earlier. So it was very interesting to see what children will contribute throughout an activity such as this. I hope you enjoyed my video and I hope that you enjoyed the activity and that maybe you can implement it, something like this with your children as well. And thank you again for my son for videoing for me.